Howdy, everyone. You all know Kirby, the pink guy. No, not that pink guy. The pink guy from Smash Brothers that always saves everybody for some reason. It's like Sakurai has a bias towards Kirby, almost like he created him. Oh, he did. But personally, I've never played a Kirby game. I tried a bit of Air Ride. I played about 2 minutes of Kirby's Adventure that came with Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I also tried a demo for Star Allies that made me not want to buy the game. But Forgotten Land looked different, and it had my curiosity. It had my full attention at the March 22 Nintendo Direct, where he swallowed a whole car, so I bought the game day one. This is my first time capturing footage on the Nintendo Switch, and I don't know if it's my PC or my capture card causing this, but the footage looked so laggy. So at a last-ditch effort, I sped up the footage to make it look coherent and not make you want to claw your eyes out. So I hope this video ultimately turns out well. Once I started up the game, I had a choice between 2 difficulty options: Wild Mode and Spring Breeze Mode. I went with Wild Mode because I've heard about how easy Kirby games tend to be. Well, to Dark Side Phil, it's not easy. So the setup of this game is pretty straightforward. Black Hole shows up, and Kirby gets sucked into another world. Look at Kirby's eyes, this should just be a meme. So after Kirby has his Breath of the Wild moment, the gameplay begins. It consists of basic platforming and combat. And shortly after, we're introduced to one of the biggest selling points of this game: Kirby. I lost my shit. We get to the opening credits, and it's pretty wholesome. It continues Nintendo's tradition of having vocal tracks in their games. Plus, I get to see Kirby let these ducks cross the street. I don't know, there's something calming about this. After reaching the world map, I started the first set of levels. They're all linear, but there are a ton of side objectives to do, and Waddle Dees to save for any completionists out there. I got to test out a bunch of the copy abilities, and used the hell out of Mouthful Mode. Did I mention that Mouthful Mode is a ton of fun? Kirby gets to choke down a car, as seen earlier, but I get to swallow a vending machine, a traffic cone, and even stairs that I can use to crush my enemies with. And in between levels, I get to try these super quick challenges. And upon completing them, I get rewarded with these rare stones that I can use to upgrade my abilities. So I played some more. I got a gun, I got chased by a boulder, Kirby makes a return. Next, I reached a mall. There were some new copy abilities to be unlocked, like this spike thingy that essentially turns Kirby into a Katamari ball. And there's also this ice skating ability that makes it look like I'm moving faster. Oh yeah, and there's cake. Lots of cake, and foxes to murder. After completing the mall, I decided to stop by Waddle Dee Town, the central hub of the game that gets upgraded as I collect more Waddle Dees. So far, there's a theater to rewatch cutscenes, a shop to upgrade my abilities, and a tomato. Nice. Now, throughout the first set of levels, there have been some mini-bosses. Well, now it's time for the first real boss. Surely this is where the challenge should somewhat begin? The Waddle Dees burst down the door like they're Pikmin. So the boss fight begins. I try to recognize some patterns and find the weak point. Then I realize there is no weak point. I just gotta hit the f*** out of this thing. Battle's over. I won. So on to the next world. A set of ocean-themed levels. Look, Kirby got a fresh floating tube. Look, that tube is fire. Kirby is literally shooting fire at the enemies. Along the way, I unlock even more abilities. I can choke on a ring blowy thing, and I can use it to ride a boat. I also got a drill and a hammer. I love bonking people with the hammer. Yeah, go to horny jail, you degenerates. I also got to witness Kirby choke down a pipe. I eventually got the spikes back. F*** yes. So back to Waddle Dee Town, I unlocked the ability to, wait for it, take a nap. Yes, just like Ghostwire, Kirby is a Game of the Year contender. Time to fight the next boss. It's the tree from Smash Brothers. I'm kidding. I know they did not originate from Smash Brothers, but like, you know, Smash Brothers is where I was introduced to like half of Nintendo's roster. I run up to the tree, and I burn the hell out of it like I'm in a gender reveal party. Yeah, the environment. So now, it's time for the third section of the game. A group of carnival-themed levels. So I begin the first one, and yeah, this is fun. There are ducklings. Plus I got some new mouthful abilities. Kirby can chug down a ton of water and spray it on enemies and cars. It really gives off a Super Mario Sunshine vibe. There's also another return of Kirby, along with some races. So after all that, I decided to take another break at Wall D Town. I had a burger. Or a Kerburger. Okay, I'll stop. By the way, you can get this burger and a bunch of other Kirby-related items in the Kirby Cafe in Japan. Damn it, I don't live anywhere near Japan. Anyway, I also got to work a shift at the cafe and fought off some customers. Look at Kirby sweat. The next level is this House of Horror. Kirby eats a light bulb, and in the following level, I found more ducks. Yes, ducks. 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 And after that, I did some more side missions real quick. And I unlocked this oversized JRPG anime sword thing. It looks like something out of a Final Fantasy game. I finally got to the boss fight. It was pretty simple once again. Easy to recognize patterns and a bunch of button mashing did the job. Back at Wall D Town, I unlocked a Coliseum and holy shit, is that Meta Knight from Super Smash Bros? Oh, shut up! Shut up! I went straight there and fought some bosses again. It's super simple, especially with the frequent breaks to heal yourself and change your abilities. In the end, I got to fight Meta Knight, and it was an okay fight. It mostly consisted of more button mashing. Yeah, I mashed the out of those buttons. But it was pretty rewarding because I unlocked the Meta Knight blueprint. I did some extra challenges to unlock the upgrade. Yeah, I got Meta Knight's sword now. Up next is the snow area. At this point, the repetitiveness begun to show a little. The game is still enjoyable, but the copy and mouthful abilities kept getting more and more familiar and predictable. And yeah, those were my first 5 hours with Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It's a pretty simple, but pretty fun 3D platformer. It's all linear, but there is a ton of replay value in the form of different objectives in each level. On top of that, there are various challenges along with everything else that Wall D Town has to offer. Plus the different abilities are fun to play around with. This is basically Balan Wonderworld if it was actually good. Kirby and the Forgotten Land is so wholesome and comforting, you would have to dig deep to find something to hate about this game. Damn it, Kotaku!